question is, hey Farron, my question is, why didn't the Founding Fathers put limitations on SCOTUS, such as term limits, like they did Congress and the presidency? They had to have known judges would get drunk with power. This has baffled me my entire life, and now I get to see the consequences of it. Well, let's not forget, first and foremost, there are no limits on Congress or the Senate. House or Senate, there's no limits. Those folks can run for office as much as possible. On the presidential side, keep in mind, that wasn't in the Constitution. Term limits were added within the last 100 years. Okay, we went as a country about 150 years before we said, okay, you know what? Maybe we ought to put some term limits on the president, right? And of course, it was Republicans doing that after FDR had 4 terms. So that's what sparked that, because initially there were no limits on anything, just, the age requirements and the citizenship requirements in the Constitution. Beyond that, whatever, get elected to office, serve forever. But you're right about the fact that it makes no sense for the founders of this country, who were trying to escape tyranny, that they came over here and created a system that creates tyranny in and of itself, right? You can't be mad that you have these people that rule over you for their entire lifetimes and then create a new system that allows people to rule over you for their entire lifetimes. Demagoguery has existed for millennia on this planet throughout humanity's existence. It's not a new concept that emerged with Donald Trump. So the Founding Fathers knew that people like that could exist. They knew that that was a possibility. They just decided to not do anything about it, which of course is just one of the many reasons why, sure, we can be patriotic and we could say, hey, Founding Fathers, thanks for the country. But we also have to understand that these people are fallible, right? They are not gods. They created a very imperfect system that a few of them didn't even want to be permanent. Jefferson wanted the U.S. Constitution to expire every couple of decades so that future generations were not bogged down with the same laws created a couple generations ago that were no longer applicable. I think that would have been a pretty good system. That system also could have led to increased tyranny. Who knows? We won't get to know because that's not how it was written. So we're stuck with this system where you're right. We do see these judges, all federal judges appointed to lifetime appointments, who get drunk with power. And it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But we've amended the Constitution once to get term limits in there for the President of the United States. So there's no reason to believe that we couldn't do the same thing for justices. A majority of people in this country, left, right, center, doesn't matter. They support term limits on federal judges, including Supreme Court. It's something we need to work towards. It's something that has to happen to restore a little bit of legitimacy to that United States Supreme Court.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.